Let's give Grand River a try. And we're going to call this Biketown. I don't really know how I'm going to develop this, but we're just playing around. Just getting a feel for this new expansion. Wow, this is that ugly. Ooh. Bad angles there. Come on, Paradox. No, not Paradox. Colossal Order. That's right. I heard a little bit of new music earlier. But then, alright, let me see. What do I want to do? Oh, I can't view water flow yet. Come on, game. Alright, the only thing I can do is place 2-lane road. There, I've placed 2-lane road, and I still can't actually see water flow yet, but at least now I've unlocked the 2-lane one-way road, which is usually like, it's usually how I like to start my towns. This would be a kind of crappy place for a roundabout, because there's not a whole lot of space, you know, above it and to the right. Like around here would be a better spot for roundabout, but then it's quite far from over here and blah 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 blah. But it's good to start towns with roundabouts. Whatever, I'll stick one here anyway. So let's okay, go over 1 block, I guess, and up 1 block. Because I don't have my mods to give me better tools to see exactly how I'm placing things. At least this way I'll know that it's all symmetrical. Okay. Actually, I do have access to a 4-lane road. Maybe that's what I'll use to feed into this. Because that works without needing a signal. So let's do that. And good, still no signal. And people can make U-turns if they really want to. And maybe I'll use medium roads on all compass directions here. I often stick to simple 2-lane roads because they don't generate any traffic signals. But I'm sure we'll survive. So here, these take traffic a bit far out, and then maybe we can start making some developments. Let's maybe... Sorry, pondering for a second. It's good to put your industry on the exit, you know, the spoke of your roundabout that is immediately before the highway exit, so that when trucks leave the map, they're able to get straight out instead of clogging up the roundabout. Of course, things coming in with resources will have to go through the whole roundabout then, but... Yeah, so this kind of a priori would be the best spot for industry, but also this is the place with the biggest open spaces, which is what I'd rather use for residential. That's fine, though. I think we can have all residential come off of this spoke. Yeah. So how do I want to do that? Let's just use simple 2-lane road. Run you parallel. And at this point, actually, I should start worrying about, yeah, how I'm going to get power. Oh, we have another... I didn't even notice that. Huh. That's very interesting how they let you build 2 disconnected towns like that. I mean, presumably the highway connects somewhere off camera, that, you know, where we can't see yet. But yeah, I can definitely slap down some wind turbines, you know, down this way. So maybe let's put down 2 of them to start. Oh, here we go. Here we can see water flow, and that is very good water flow. Nice and strong. So let's have 1 of those. And we'll... Do I want to put this way up here? maybe not. It's not really necessary. We'll stick it here. Then we need to start linking things up. Link those. Alright, so there's a very rough start. I'm going to revisit that in a minute. We need to pull power across the river, and then we need to pull power up the river as well. And then maybe that might be a good spot to have a grid connection. So for example, I can slap that there. Okay, so now we have the bare minimum in terms of having a little bit of power, a little bit of water. Let's square off this block like that. No, I don't think I want to put an intersection there. We'll go one more thing over, and then we will maybe go like this. I think that's okay. It gives cars a fair amount of room to get off of the roundabout first. Starting to run a little low on money, so let's do industry now. So for industry, we're just gonna go straight down here. Go over a fair bit. Actually, yeah, that'll work. That'll work, and then we can potentially connect this through here. Yeah, let's just do that. So this will be our industrial zone to start out with. I do need to give it water. And I'll have to give it electricity as well. And then commercial can just be around the roundabout, I think. Alright, so let's get that first house being built. Come on, losing money. There you go. There, it's starting construction. So now... let's have that all fill in. And actually, we're going to want to build down in this direction as well. Oops, let me not do that there. So that we can then have the beginnings of our commercial property. Yeah, let's do that. That'll build a bridge to where we will then have industry. Alright, and man, is this really maximum time speed? Yeah, I guess. I'm spoiled by mods, man. Actually, I think I might not put any businesses at all on the outer spoke here. Just to make traffic flow a little bit better. Yeah, I think I might just put the buildings on the inner spoke so that cars and delivery trucks that want to stop there will be on the inner lane and they won't be blocking the exit lane and the entrance lane. Although that all depends on exactly how the AI wants to cope with all that stuff, so who's to say whether it'll work or not. These cars do weird things. Alright, let's stick down a 4x4 block there, and then we'll just kind of see... Yeah, that'll work, that'll work. Power's already bridged over. There, so now that has started building, so I can just paint this whole thing solid. What belongs to who here? I think this belongs there. This should work. Still some commercial demand. I keep unpainting that, and I feel like it keeps repainting itself. Let's may as well keep the clock ticking. cover all of that with more commercial stuff and do some commercial there, and maybe even we'll do a bit of commercial in here somewhere. Yeah, like if I get rid of that one little bit, sorry house, but you know, we can have a teensy commercial area right there. So right now we have demand for residential. Yeah, I may as well just paint that solid. Residential and still industrial. Oh yeah, we're out of power. Yeah, that was fast. What's wrong with these? Water is flooding. So you're not operating. That's interesting. Alright, relocate building. I hate having to spend that money. But at least it's cheaper than bulldozing those and building new ones. Alright, let's do that. Yes, okay, now we have tons and tons of power. More than we need. And that's good because we are going to go into debt extremely shortly. So, actually, let's kind of put this... Those not locked together? Alright, well, put these through the floor. And this too. I don't even remember where to see this stuff anymore. I'm so used to having my City Vitals thingamabob. Here we go. Yeah, sewer treatment. Yeah, so this is still... This is all still good. Okay, so we're now actually turning a profit. So, yeah, cutting our expenses helped a lot. And for power, yeah, production's not that high, but we have a lot of overhead to keep pumping up our budget for that. All right, taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, education, medical clinic, elementary school, landfill site, yada, yada, yada. So we do have to get a landfill right away. I'd kind of like to stick it over in the industrial area because that's where all of our pollution is. But I also don't want the garbage trucks to get stuck in the industrial traffic. So having it right here would be ideal, but we don't have enough room right there. Well, here will work. Let's do that. And we'll still leave enough room that we can build that road out further if we so choose. We do have a fair bit of money, but we don't have to spend it right away. Average health is actually not that great, though. So maybe I will sort of jump right into using this. Where do I want to put you? I think maybe right here. So then that way, when things exit, they can make a left turn and loop around if they want, or they can go straight down to the traffic circle. Good access. And now we do not have the money to afford an elementary school, although we will shortly. But I'm okay with just letting that ride a little bit. We don't need to pump our education up right away. Ah, not everybody has water. Yep, my mistake. So there's still, yeah, there's still room for every single type of building to build. Still have all this industrial stuff that hasn't been built on. Some commercial land here, not terribly much, but enough. And some fair chunks of this residential plot are still open. I'm not sure what I'm going to stick over here. I'll have to think about that. Probably just more residential, honestly. I might even... Would that make sense? Connecting these two? It's probably not necessary. I mean, I could just fill this in with more residential stuff. So I guess that could work. Okay, we have hit another thing. Firehouse and police station. Alright, definitely need the firehouse right away. And there's the new crime system So we probably want to get the police station right away. And what policies do we have? Smoke detector distribution, water usage, power usage. Yeah, let's not do those right now. Let's put this budget up to 100. Can I like double click or something to set to 100? No, I have to do it manually. It's really touchy. There we go. There's 100. And how are you? You are okay, but actually running a little low. And how's our power now? Yeah, our power is low, but it's adequate. So let's stick you right here for fire station. Or firehouse. So then you can easily make the right turn to get on the roundabout, or you can, you know, make left turns and get back into the industrial area. And the police, I probably want to stick in the residential area, maybe right near the clinic. Because again, that has good highway access, and I do want to leave this open so I can pull this block down when I expand this residential area. Oh, and that's right, every time that you level up, it sets your time back to the slowest speed. So when do I get 4,600? Ugh. That's going to be a little while. We're still under 1,000. Alright, there's demand for every type of building. We have run out of commercial land to build on, and I unzoned that tile like 100 times. Fine, let's just zone that and let them build on it. I could make a commercial district over here, but there's not going to be that much demand. Let's, for the moment, maybe slap down more commercial just in this corridor right here. Almost all of our industrial land has been built on, but there's still a bit left. And we have plenty more residential land, so we don't have to expand there yet. And, okay, so we have a few new businesses that have popped up, and demand for commercial is all the way down. So things are pretty well balanced right now. Up here. Responding to call at the lake residence. Inspecting crime scene, returning to station, load 67%. And you have 2 criminals in the holding cell. Ooh, it's all like yellow and smoggy. Alright, yeah, we need more power. What else do we need? We still haven't built that, elementary school. Because we built our police and fire. But now we can afford the elementary school. This might be a good time to get it. Although, what do we get at our next level? High school, yeah, okay, so this is a good time to get elementary school. I don't think that the placement of your schools really matters. I mean, people like living near a school, that's for sure. But I don't think it affects, like, the efficiency of the building in any way. Yeah, let's pull this down for a new block. Oh, now I'm actually out of money for a school. Well, I'm going to stick it on the end of that row, so let's fill all of this in the meantime. Here we are, Tiny Town.